close-ups. We can, you know, this is not the final cut.
Ladies and gentlemen, even though I don't know why I'm feeling like fighting with him because he so pisses me off, I love him so much, Adam Sandler.
Lord, they're cool, right? She gave it up a bit hard. I saw a lot of you guys were going, yeah, listen to Laura Derrick, she'd say a nice speech about me. You fucking guys are taking me. You saw a couple guys doing it out to this year. All this was okay. I wrote this for just like you did. Are you guys ready?
Yes!
No!
We will. I'm going to talk loud. Hi, everybody!
Hey!
So nice to be here in Palm Springs with you. Really appreciate this honor. We all worked very hard on the Jay Kelly movie, by the way. We're very proud. I'm very proud of that movie. I had a great time with Noah and Clooney and the great Laura Dern. Thank you for inviting me here tonight and giving this award. It means a lot. I've been acting a very long time, everybody. I can't thank you all enough for letting me have this career that I've been lucky enough to have. Thank you so much. Thank you, young man. Like every actor, when I decided to become an actor, my parents were disgusted. When I graduated college, I got a Bachelor in Fine Arts for acting. My father told me he was very proud of me, and I should try it out for 1 year. He said, go for your dream, see if you can get something cooking. If it doesn't work out after 1 year, you'll come work for me.
Give it up!
Was an electrical contractor. I didn't know very much about electricity or contracting. Anyways, in that first year out of college, I somehow did okay. I landed a few jobs that made my dad think I'd be okay in this acting business. But I sometimes think about if I didn't click in that year, and I did go work for my dad, what my life would be right now. First off, I'm thinking I'd probably still be married to my wife, Jackie. That's destiny. True love, nothing stops that. But we definitely have a different house. Probably like 10 less bathrooms and a few less statues of me. I probably know how to charge my own phone. I would probably still get stopped on the street a lot for pictures, but not because of the fame factor as much as they've never seen anybody with that much scoliosis. I'd probably somehow still be friends with Rob Schneider.
Oh no!
And I'd have him work with me on every electrical contracting project I was asked to do. Or at least yell, you can do it, when I change the fuse box or something. What else? My father would probably still be alive. He would have looked at me and said, I can't fucking die yet. You're too big of an idiot to survive without me. I probably would have not just had a vacation in Hawaii. If I wanted to go swimming, I'd just do it in the pond up the street next to the nuclear power plant. But not all bad news, because then my penis would go in the dark. You know, actually thinking about it, my wife might not want to be with me. Let's face it, she's way out of my league. I'd be with probably that man right there. And he would divorce me after 6 months because he couldn't stand looking at my scoliosis in the nude. You're gonna miss the glow in our penis, buddy. You probably know it. Also, we want to share custody of Rob. Let's see, I definitely be wearing the same clothes I always wear. No problem there. I probably wouldn't have a Cadillac right now, or if I did, it would be my father's. And he'd come home and see me in the driveway and say, get the fuck out of my Cadillac. I'd probably still have a deal with Netflix, but I'd be paying them a monthly fee. So I can watch Stranger Things last season. I definitely would not be here right now accepting an award for acting. I'd be at a Burger King accepting an award for best customer. Then I'd go straight to the pawn shop and sell the trophy so I could buy more Burger King. Actually, that's not something that would have happened, that's something that actually did happen. I probably would have quit my job because I invented something that got me crazy rich. Then, when I went down to the patent office to register it, they would have said, sir, they already invented a thing to float on and to hit your friends with at a pool party. It's called a fun noodle. And I'd say, you already have the Sandler floaty smackaroo stick? Fuck me. So I'd ask my daddy for my job back the next day. And he'd look at me and say, I still can't die? I think I still would have met the Safdie brothers. But only because they were doing a movie about a crazy Jewish guy with a glow-in-the-dark penis. And they wanted to study him. Almost over. I might not have had my two sweet, talented, beautiful daughters. I might have had 10 boys that are dumb as shit. And tell me that they want to be actors when they're older. And I'd say, you can try for 1 year, but if it don't work out, you can work for me. And they say, okay, well, what do you do? And I'd say, what do I do? Same thing you guys are going to do. Work for Grandpa, you fucking netball babies. Anyways, luckily it all worked out for me. Derek, thank you for that speech, by the way. That was amazing. Thank you so much. It all worked out. I've been doing movies like 40 years now. It's fucking pretty insane. I don't know how it happened, but I love every minute of it. I'm always trying my hardest because I know how lucky I am to have these opportunities. And Jane Kelly was one opportunity I knew I would never want to waste a second of. We had all making it. Thank you. Very proud of that movie. No push me, push all of us. And I didn't want to let him down. I didn't want to let down any of my castmates, and I didn't want to let down my family. I didn't want to let myself down. So I always try my best. I'm glad you guys, thank you guys for letting me make all these movies over the years. Thanks for being
Make more!
I'm going to try to make more, yes. Thank you. Thanks for the Chairman Award. Thanks to my wife for being my forever girl.